Hey everyone, today's video is sponsored by HASTE. For those of you not familiar with HASTE, HASTE is a program to actually reduce your ping, jitter, and overall just stabilize your connection to the right servers during a game and improve your gaming experience. For many, ping is the one thing holding you back from climbing and getting to a higher rank, so why not fix that right now and go and download HASTE by clicking on the link in the description of this video. HASTE currently only works on NA and results will vary for everyone, but HASTE is offering a 2-week free trial, so you might as well go ahead and try it. It's a quick and safe download, and for many, it's game-changing. Thanks for hearing me out. Let's hop into the video. Well, as the title reads, today I'll be taking you through a spectate of a gold Lee Sin-min on NA, offering my critique and my overall thoughts on his play as a gold player. I think anyone in low elo can probably learn from this video, so sit back, relax, and let's jump into the action. So right off the bat, I want to commend him for actually thinking about the enemy jungler's clear path. He's versus a Master Yi, and very often I see Master Yi players try and sneak a level 1 cam steal on your top side buff, and he actually decides to start red, which I would say is a heads up play and a good start.
Get your attention. If I try, you're like, don't talk to me. Miserable, cynical, emotional. You're so hard, I don't get the game to play. But you're wonderful, cynical, emotional.
Absolutely great start to the game, good intuition of where the enemy jungler would be, good decision making on the ganks, and overall well executed sequence of events, and just like that, this Lee Sin is 2-0 not 5 minutes into the game. Now as he heads top lane here, we see him readjust his path so he can try and not be spotted by wards. The thought process is definitely correct, but as he goes top, we see that the ward was actually in river, and he's not able to pull off a gank. Not a big deal though, ganking is not always going to work, and once you see that he knows you're there, just back off and go do something else. Unfortunately though, that's not what we see happen here. Even after he's clearly been spotted on a ward, he continues to try and gank top, hesitating and wasting time, but then goes back a third time, which is a massive waste of time. Yes, he gets the Fiddlesticks flash here, but meanwhile, Master Yi is roaming into his bot side jungle and building a huge XP lead. Getting summoners, getting kills, getting gold, this is all important as a jungler, but building an XP lead is extremely important right now, and if you're not converting your time spent in a lane into something more than just a summoner spell, the enemy jungler does get a lot more with his time spent farming your jungle. Alright, the next mistake he makes is choosing to invade here around the 7-minute mark. Let's think about why this is dumb. First of all, the decision to invade blue has to be done by running past your red and arriving at his blue right when he begins to clear it. You have to assume he'll be there at respawn, so if you clear your red first, it's not going to be up when you get there. But beyond the decision to clear red first, let's look at roam priority. This is a very important factor to consider when you decide to invade someone. Where are your 2 closest lanes at? Well, for him, we see Lux is actually still in base, and the enemy mid laner is missing. And although Nard does have roam priority topside, he doesn't even ping his Nard to roam down and help him make a play. This is probably the most common mistake when it comes to invading that I see in lower elo, just not using your teammates well. Jungle is comparable to a chess match, and in order to win a chess match, you have to move more than just one piece on the board to win the match. Think of your teammates as these pieces. You need to be able to move them with you if you are going to make an aggressive play. Just be mindful of that when you choose to invade. Roam priority, timing on the buffs, and pinging your team to notify them. Not right after, at 7 minutes and 40 seconds, we see him yet again get spotted topside and continues to sit there. And based on this Fiddlesticks' body language, you're clearly on a ward. You have to move because if Master Yi comes top, you're still a level 5. You're not going to win the 2v2 most likely. You need to be prioritizing getting to level 6 here before you try and make a play happen. When in doubt, just assume that they have it warded. And as we see what happens, Master Yi does in fact counter gank, and they lose the 2v2 as expected.
Hear my heart beating fast. Need a chance to get you back. Cause you're too good to lose. Took the fall, made a mess. Hear my heart beating fast. I need a chance to get you back.
So he just gets a kill on Sona. Was definitely a solid use of his time, but after the kill he loses focus here. Bot lane just MIA pinged, and he has no vision in either rivers, so being this far out is really risky. Let's see what happens. And he does end up dying to the double roam, and I think this is just a lesson in map awareness, and it might not seem like a huge mistake, but giving Master Yi kills is always a huge mistake, especially on an early game jungler like Lee Sin. 12 minutes and 35 seconds into the game. He bought Moby Boots this game. Bot lane is super gankable right now, but he's farming Raptors. When you choose to buy Mobies, you're committing to non-stop ganking and map pressure. Farming is still a part of the game, sure, but you cannot miss a single ganking opportunity, especially not the ones as free as bot lane was had you rushed down there right away.
I confess, close the gaze, wipe the guilt off my face. Wanting you, I can't erase, 'cause you're too good to lose. I confess, close case, wipe the guilt off my face. Wanting you, I can't erase, 'cause you're too good to lose.
Alright, so let's talk about his build in this game. He rushes Maw of Malmortius. Now, I agree that Hexdrinker was the best second item, but I don't really think you need to overkill it and rush the full item. Hexdrinker gives you plenty of AP burst protection. Focus on getting some more health here. You have no HP in your build yet, and you're gonna get sliced through like butter by Master Yi, so I definitely disagree with the build a little bit. Hexdrinker is usually good enough on the early MR. So around 17 minutes into the game now, he goes for a Rift Herald after taking top tower with Gnar. Definitely the right call here. You see tons of enemies bot lane. Your Gnar is with you. This is the right call, but what you fail to do is ping your bot lane off. You know that you can have a free Rift. Bot lane can simply back off, not die, and you still get the Rift Herald. Now, I know pings aren't always that helpful, people don't listen, etc., but the principle still holds. Remember, as the jungler, you're the one moving the pieces on the chessboard, so try to do that more often. Now, mechanically, he's killing it this game. Definitely a great job in fights, but good mechanics, unfortunately, will not win you games alone. Trust me on that one, because that's all I focused on for a long time, and it just isn't that important. Alright, now it's always around this point in the game where I see the biggest mistakes of the game being made, and this game was certainly no exception. If we look at the minimap here, we see that all three lanes are pressuring in his team's favor, and they have about a 10,000 gold lead on the enemy team. It's absolutely vital that they use this. Right here and now, he should be prepping Baron with his team. That means getting vision around topside and clearing as much vision at Baron as they can. This forces the enemy to either ignore the huge minion waves crashing into their base and face check Baron, which you can use to catch them out, or they choose not to come check, in which case you can just take the Baron. Let's see what happens. What happens is he gets one kill, but he loses two, in a situation where he could have put the nail in the coffin with a Baron call, so that was the biggest mistake of the game. Now, if this isn't a gold elo game in a nutshell, then I don't know what is. Greeding for kills, neglecting important objectives, and missing opportunities to actually win the game because of greed for pointless fights. Now, there's a lot more I could say about this game. I mean, it's clearly not over. They only have given up one tower, but I can already tell before I'd even watched the whole game that it was thrown at this point. I mean, yes, the other team could also throw because that's very common, but you never had to exit the driver's seat this game. You had a huge gold lead and good objective control. He just didn't use it. And the throws inevitably continue throughout this game. It's pretty simple. A level 16 Yi is going to destroy a level 13 Lee Sin. And the fights are just going to feel extremely difficult to win. And now at this point in the game, you don't even have an objective control either. I think what people don't realize in lower elos is precisely how easy it is to throw. It can happen from just one bad fight or one missed opportunity to close out the game, and as the jungler, it always comes back to you. You are the shot caller whether you like it or not, and you have to recognize calls and lead your team to victory. I know it's easier said than done, but I've just explained to you how you could have ended this game. The best thing you can take from this video is to try your best not to miss out on these opportunities in the future. Learn from your mistakes each and every game, and eventually you'll stop making them. Overall, a good Lee Sin player, but not the smartest jungler. That'll come with more experience. You did great, man, so thank you for letting me pick you apart. Once again, don't hate on him in the comments. He's a good sport for letting me critique him. That's going to be where I end today's video, though. Thank you, as always, for watching, and until next time.